Hello and welcome back. In the last video we had a chat to some shepherds and pissed off a dragon. I'm not sure if that's a good thing, probably not, but well, we've done it anyway. So we found ourselves here with in another graveyard. This time all the blocks here are made of iron, all the gravestones. Made of, well, metal, iron probably. And there is a little boy here. So let's poke him. Strange place to take a nap. So we can't actually poke him awake. However, we have the awaken spell, or the sleep spell. Let's have a chat to him. Oh, caught me napping. Never saw anyone dressed like you before. What's your name? Bobbin Threadbare of the Weavers. Weavers, huh? No wonder your cloak is so nice. My real name's Wellwart, but everyone calls me Rusty. Rusty Nailbender. I'm supposed to be gathering firewood, but this plateau's been picked clean. What's your guild, Rusty? Follow me, I'll show you. Ah, now we get to see it. That's us, the Guild of Blacksmiths. Never would have guessed. Our city's been here since before the shadows. Looks pretty epic. We call it the Forge. So, what brings a weaver to these parts? I'm looking for a flock of swans. Did you see any pass this way? Sorry, no swans around here. Plenty of vultures, though. Yawn. This all this talk makes me sleepy. Wake me if you find your swans. Never seen one before. Well, he was useful. Let's go visit the Guild of Blacksmiths and see if they can help us anymore. Oh, someone on guard duty? Halt! Who goes there? Just me, a friendly stranger. Friendly stranger? Huh! This is a private guild, my strange young friend. The gate's open for members only. Now go away and play somewhere else. Okay, that's a rather buff, pixelated guy. I notice he gets weedy as he goes by. He basically goes from weedy to buff. Anyway, you can tell I'm a girl watching this. So, we can't get in unless we're a member of the guild. Or unless we look like a member of the guild. We got a draft from our reflections, so let's have a look. Where the hell did that go? And here's, well, he's sleeping. He's not going to care. Rusty won't mind. Still napping. I mean, it'll wear off at some point, so it's all good. And he'll be back to looking like him again. Here comes weedy guy, buff guy. Hail, young nailbender! Hail! Stokes looking for you. He sure looks mad. You'd better get in there quickly. Uh-oh. Let me open the gate for you. Okay. So, we turned into Rusty and got into his trouble. Ah, you see, in my original LP, this place was so annoying because all you could hear was the clanking of the anvils, the hammer on the anvils, chink, 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 to the whole bit. But when you have this music, you know, this powerful kind of like almost building music, making music, it really does make this place less irritating on the ears. I mean, you can still hear the ching ching, but the music kind of like makes it less irritating. But let's keep moving anyway. Hello! This must be Stoke. How Bobbin found his way here, I don't know. Well, well, well. If it isn't my faithful, tireless apprentice, Rusty Nailbender. Hello, Mr. Stoke. And look! He's bought me a stick of wood! Exactly one crooked old stick of firewood for my poor, starving furnace. Firewood? You lazy idiot! I sent you out 4 hours ago to gather firewood, and you dare come back to me with one lousy stick? If your father wasn't the foreman, I'd toss you in the furnace. Lucky for you, he's downstairs with the bishop right now. The bishop? What? Is he stalking us? If that furnace goes out, the cleric's sword will be late. Perhaps you'd care to ask the bishop for forgiveness in person. Happy to arrange it. Give me that stick. Now, what to do with you? I'll be back, Nailbender. And I won't be alone. Locked. And me without a distaff. Okay. So, that was unfortunate. The clerics are up to no good, it seems, because now they've got an order for swords. We are pretending to be Rusty Nailbender, and all that has done for us has got us into locked up in prison, in a dungeon. And our distaff is being turned into firewood. Okay, is this where the game ends? Because I can't see a way out of this. Well, there's some straw here. Maybe I can turn it into gold. Looks kind of comfortable. Yawn. This straw must have a sleeping draught woven into it. I wish I had some of that. Can't do much without my distaff anyway. Oh, balls. I'm sure you won't see him. I'm sure she won't see him. Zed. Tusk. Oh god. Imagine frightening a poor defenseless old thing like me. Honestly. Well, I may not be much good with fire, sweetie. But firm meat is something I can really sink my teeth into. Huh? My robe's not reflecting anymore. Something must have happened to Rusty. I hope he's okay. Look at this. One stick of fire left of wood. One. Furnace won't keep much longer. No! 10,000 swords to forge and the furnace almost cold. Sigh. Here goes my new office furniture. Poor Rusty. That Weaver kid did this to me. Now I have to wait outside. If I ever get my hands on him. Back to the pattern. That was easy. Pity that someone has to die for me to return. Dragon. Sigh. Poor child. Now, where can Bobbin have gone? Oh, please show it. Couldn't be there. Those Smiths are a suspicious lot. They'd never let a weaver inside. Oh, that wasn't in the game. Uh-oh. Perhaps I ought to look into this. Thank God for Hetchel. The things I go through. What would Elder Atropos say if he saw his distaff treated so? Got it. Mustn't singe the feathers. How did she know I was there? Now I'm back in business. Had enough sleep for now. Maybe I should turn it into gold. Recompense for the fact that I seem to have got one of their guild murdered. If I can actually find the spell. There it is. Right. Guess my distaff still works. Well, closed. Let's get out of here. Oh, where is it? Oh, hang on. CDCE. That's the draft, isn't it? Am I going mad? Have I forgotten the basic draft of the game? Yes, I have. I'm a moron. Oh God. I've just noticed something, and I hope that the other way of solving a puzzle is done. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do some backtracking, serious game backtracking. How did I miss that? God, I'm a moron. How the hell did I miss that? Oh, I've put it in the wrong one. Right, okay, panic over, I've just found this thread I need on the wrong, in the wrong thread. Alright, let's put it in the right one, because I think I might need that one. I was about to say, I sure remember I got it. Okay, so let's go down here. Now this can be quite tricky. Let's see if I can hear their conversation. Hard to be nosy with all this noise. Good thing you have to shout to hear themselves. The final blade is being sharpened even as we speak, Your Excellency. My most skillful blade shaper is seeing to it personally. This is a historic moment, former nail bender. The forging of the 10,000th sword marks the end of our preparations. How goes the sharpening, Edgewise? Right, now. A-D-D-C. No, come on. No. A-D-D-C. See if I manage to get that in time. More sweat will soften it, I trust. I missed the mark. Foreman, what evil is this? A witch's curse has befallen the blade. The edge has been mischievously blunted. A curse edgewise? I think not. I hate to believe that a witch's curse could be so thoroughly ruin my schedule. You don't suppose that fellow who's been spying on us has anything to do with it? Perhaps he'd care to accompany me back to my cathedral. I have new curses to teach him. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Bishop Mandible, Transylmate Apostle of the Anti-Secular Conclave of Clerics. Am I supposed to kneel or something? Silence, prisoner! My assistant, Cobb. Charming. Your cloak and staff betray your origin. I studied the law of your guild at university. It has been quite a long time since any weaver dared set foot off the dreary rock you call home. Loom. So provincial. I can't help but wonder what impelled you to leave it now. His Excellency asked you a question. I know, I'm ignoring it. Shall I fetch the instruments of persuasion, Excellence? Forgive the hostility of my assistant. I fear Cobb is not very worldly. He does not realize how dangerous a weaver can be. Dangerous? Him? Do you think that this iron cage of yours is enough to hold the boy captive? Why, he could burst it wide open with hardly a second thought. But Excellency, I expect the locks every Tuesday. Observe and learn, my servant. Even now, your prisoner plans his escape. Okay, now you actually have to do this. It makes no sense why you would reveal yourself, but you do to get out. You see, Cobb? An elusive breed, these weavers. Luckily, they are quite helpless without their weaving sticks. Give me that! You dare raise your voice at His Excellence? Now, Cobb, we mustn't be rude to our guest. Not after he was kind enough to bring us such a magnificent gift. Mandible, that distaff will never work for you. You are wrong, my arrogant young friend. Come, and let me show you why. You heard his exalted one. Move it! Consider the common graveyard. Again, graveyards! In a graveyard, the boundary between the living and the dead is indistinct. You weavers would say that the pattern here is fragile, thin as a gauze. Not just here, every graveyard is like that. I suspected as much. Now, imagine what would happen if this delicate boundary was somehow breached. Torn up open, so to speak? Forget it, Mandible. You can't just rip the pattern apart like an old rag. Oh, but I can. I can. All that I require is a weaver's distaff and 4 threads of the opening draft. Thank you for supplying them so readily. When the boundary is breached, the dead will stream back into the plane of the living, eager to reclaim their place among us, and I will be waiting for them, ready to offer them my vast experience in spiritual leadership. I shall preside over a teeming multitude of restless shades, immortal, invincible, an army of the dead, with myself as its supreme commander. An army nourished by the meat of the shepherds, armed with the swords of the blacksmiths, and guided by the sphere of the glassmakers. I was prepared to invoke the dead by other, more forceful means. Then the glassmaker delivered my sphere. It foretold your convenient arrival. Now it shows me the smiths repairing the sword you tried to ruin. The age of the clerics will soon be upon us. Cobb, don't let him out of your sight. I won't, Your Excellency. And don't let him touch anything. Lord Mandible, ruler of the universe. Time to change my stationery. Not so dangerous now, are we? Okay, well this was unfortunate. Why is it we get into these messes? We really need to be more careful what we do and who we cast bloody spells around. God. Alright, well. Let's try and get rid of Cobb. Firstly, let's stop dropping stuff off my desk. Oh, what's this? Looks hungry. Let's try and get past Cobb. Going somewhere, Weaver boy? Charming fellow, aren't you? Keep away from that, you! His Excellency said not to touch anything. I wasn't going to touch it. Just looking, that's all. Just looking. Tell you what. I'll let you look into the sphere if you let me look at something. What do you have in mind? Legend says it is death to gaze upon a weaver uncloaked. Naturally, we clerics pay little heed to such foolish rumours. Still, I'm curious. I'll let you look into the sphere if you let me lift your hood. Deal? I wouldn't try that if I were you. Why not? There is nothing to fear under that fine robe of yours, is there? If you fear nothing, then you'd better not touch me. A riddle. I like riddles. Let's answer this little riddle once and for all, shall we? Fools! How am I supposed to invoke the dead with all that screaming in there? Layman. Can't say I didn't warn him. Now, No one actually has confirmed what is beneath the cloak of a weaver. As he said, Bobbin made a rather big hint when he emphasised the word nothing, but excuse me. That's rather strange. How can a weaver be made of nothing? How can he be like a void? Don't know. They are. As for this, no one actually knows what happens to Cobb. In the Steam version, Cobb gets sucked into Bobbin's cloak, never to be seen again, like as if it was some kind of black hole. But it's never explained how the weavers ended up like this. Don't know. We'll never know. Time to move on with this. May know, actually. Don't know. Let's look at this. Ah, okay. I feel like chicken tonight, A single feather. Hetchel. And again the swan. So let us move on. I see Cobb is being lax in his duties. No matter, you are just in time to witness the dawn of a new era. You don't know what you're doing, Mandible. The pattern is worn enough already. If you rip a hole in it now... Spare me your weaver mysticism. No more shall the dead envy the living. Whoa, you must have opened everything within 50 miles of here. Including the eyes of the dead. Behold! Oh yeah, because I have a bad feeling about this. Who disturbs the peace of those who sleep? Greetings, noble spirit. I am Bishop Mandible, Transmate, Apostle of the Anti-Secular Conclave of Clerics. Who do I have the honour of summoning? I am Chaos. Join me. I see it has been too long since my last visit. Great! We have invoked chaos! Can't seem to hold on to this thing. We have invoked the dead under the guideship of chaos embodied. Oh God, could this get any worse? Okay, the cage is open. This is not a good thing. Maybe he's flown away, whatever he is. Let's see if there's anything new now. Nope. So let's make our exit. Oh shit! Help! Yeeps! Okay, we just got thrown outside the pattern. Can we get back? That beast looked hungry. Better stay out here. Right. Okay, I'm going to leave the video here, and in the next video we will explore outside of the pattern. I love the way that the images has it looks like a torn in cloth. So, ta-ta for now. See you soon.